Hello, welcome to another very big edition of Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me. There's a lot of analysis for you tonight. There were a host of games, a lot of analysis. Chelsea lost points, Liverpool busted again at Anfield. There was a job of Manchester City. As it stands now, the point is still 5 points between Liverpool and the rest of the table. Of course, most likely Arsenal. And Chelsea are still 12 points adrift of the top. Barcelona got a job done. Atletico de Madrid got a job done. Of course, Tottenham went down by a goal to 0 and came back and then got a job done for their team. So we will wait to see and do all the analysis. A lot of analysis for a stick and stay. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you've not subscribed to the channel, I entreat you to pause the video, go back, subscribe to the channel, and then turn on notification. We give you the best of footballing analysis here. Post-match, pre-match analysis, everything that goes on within games. Make sure you don't stay away from the channel. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, stick and stay. Let us talk about everything that's been going on in the last few years with all the games that has been played. So stick and stay, guys. Let's just get into it. First of all, Chelsea played, a not so good game. And I think that it started with the lineup of the team. If you look at that team that Mauricio Pochettino fielded, where he goes in to play Conor Gallagher, Noni Madueke, and I have issues with those players, especially for Noni Madueke and Conor Gallagher. When you look at the way that Chelsea wanted to play, how they wanted to build up from the back, those profiles essentially weren't the things that Chelsea needed. I understand that he probably wanted to play Noni Madueke to hold the width and take on somebody like Ibu Konate 1v1, but that was never going to work in a transition. Sterling also failed to win his battles. It's about duels. In the attack, Liverpool did excellent job at using Darwin Núñez, using Diaz and Jota to win battles. Look at all the goals that Liverpool scored. Essentially came from just winning of battles and duels. While Chelsea, on the other hand, you leave Sterling and then Virgil van Dijk 1v1, and then he can't win those duels. You leave Noni Madueke, Ibu Konate, he can't win those duels. And they essentially lost almost every duel. In the middle of the park also, there were those duels where Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez failed to win. And in games like this, that is largely transitional. That's about winning battles and individual battles. If you fail to win these duels, then you're definitely not going to get anything from these games. And that's exactly what happened to Chelsea this season. And I'm disappointed in Mauricio Pochettino, because how do you set up your team like that? That was tactical disaster class for Mauricio Pochettino. You don't set up a team like that to go to Anfield and then let Noni Madueke start from out wide. It's a non-starter. Again, in a game like this where you have a proper number 10, an incisor in the team, in Kani Chukwuemeka, you start with Kani Chukwuemeka. You play with the CM that can break the lance, that can accept the ball in the house pieces, and then play forward. You don't go playing two flats DMs in Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez and nobody to receive in between the lines. You are playing Palmer as the first number. Now, if he drops to receive that ball, there is nothing again left to do. There's nobody between the lines for him, because Sterling has kept the width, Noni Madueke has kept the width, and there was no Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka could have done a brilliant job at receiving those balls in between the lines and then transiting forward. And I think that Pochettino, first of all, cost Chelsea this game with his lineup. And then also the players were just not in tune. Aggression, combativeness, dueling ability, fighting for second balls. This is the worst game I've seen Chelsea play this season. Coupled with the fact that it was also the worst refereeing job I've seen by Paul Tierney. And I think that these referees, when Jurgen Klopp backs at them and shouts at them, they tend to chicken out for him. And that's exactly what happened. 2 penalties. And you saw the game when Nkuku and then Chukwuemeka came on. But these are 2 penalties. 2 solid penalties. First one for Conor Gallagher. There was contact. Proper contact. Enough contact for Conor to go down in the box. The next one was on Nkuku. He was clearly hit from behind by Virgil van Dijk. But Portieri says, hey, VAR doesn't even let him go watch the clip. That is bonkers. At the highest order, there is no way a game like this goes on. And twice, no time did he go to VAR. No time does he go to check. What kind of football are they doing over there? And I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in VAR. As much as I'm disappointed in Mauricio Pochettino, and if you be going away to playing games like this, you've played almost all the big teams at home. You've played Man City at home, you've played Arsenal at home, you've played Liverpool at home. If you are going away to their homes, you need to put up a better show than this. If you are going to play in games like this away and you put in a shit, then you're in trouble. Next game, Wolves, Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur. Difficult games on the horizon. Manchester City. They need to turn the corner. The players have returned from injury. Pochettino needs to look himself in the face and then make drastic decisions now. Make drastic decisions now because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Now, if you look at the English Premier League table and if you see where Chelsea are and then where even teams like Liverpool are. Liverpool, 51 points. Man City, 46. Arsenal, 46. Tottenham, 43. Villa, 43. West Ham, 35. Newcastle, 32. Brighton, 32. United, 32. Chelsea today, if they had won, would have gone to 34. Would have leapfrogged to about 7th position. Still with 31 points. And the season is almost ending. One player I'm also very disappointed in is Benoit Bellachile. Benoit has disappointed me big time. Today in build-up, going out to defend in wide areas. And you see, this is exactly what I keep on saying every time about the importance of the Rex defense and the characters in the Rex defense. You need certain traits of characters. You need certain characteristics in the Rex defense. And Benoit and Thiago and then Axel are the same characters. They're all cats. You need a dog. You need a Konate. You need a Vigil. You need a Saliba. And the team doesn't have, and they just run around the place. I mean, that's just what they're going to do. Nothing else did work. Tottenham Hotspur played an exciting game against Brentford. They were down in the first 15 minutes via Neil Mope goal, and then Ange Postecoglou just turned the heat on Brentford. Brilliant stuff, dictating the pace of the game. And I've said several times that if you want Tottenham Hotspur, we see how they use Pedro Porro and Destiny Udogie to come inside and overload central areas. No matter who you are, and use their attackers to keep the width. And that's the reason why Timo Werner was brought to the club, because they needed a width. They needed from outward, they needed from central, they needed runners in behind. And it has been such a brilliant job from Ange Postecoglou and then his team in terms of building a core, in terms of build-up and playing straightforward, not necessarily direct. And whilst I'm disappointed in everything that Mauricio Pochettino has done, you give a lot of credit to Ange Postecoglou. And this game that they won against Brentford is testament of everything that they've been doing in the training ground. I mean, he hit it running from the onset, and everything seems to be working for him. Everything seems to be working for him. Destiny Udogie after halftime making it 1-1. Then, of course, Brendan Johnson making it 2-1. Later on, Richarlison making it 3-1. Then Ivan Toney gets that goal. There was no way Brentford were going to come back. When Tottenham have their foothold on that pedal, it is a non-starter. They are not coming back. And they are right there in the mix in terms of the English Premier League, and they qualifying for Europe. They will qualify for Europe. They are in 4th position. 3 points away from Arsenal, 3 points away from Manchester City. Just very, very close to everybody. Just 7 points away from Liverpool. Whilst Chelsea and the likes are struggling. While all of these went on, Manchester City also were doing a brilliant job with Vincent Kompany and his Burnley side. It was never going to be a match. It was never going to be a competition. Man City were excellent. Every player on the field of play. And you see, I'm always excited when I see Kevin De Bruyne get into those levels where I know that he can always play, dictating the pace of the game from deeper areas, even when he pushes high up, when he plays in between the lines, when he creates a lot of chances, when he's right in front of the box. He is the final incisor and he cuts through almost everything. Like a sharp razor cutting through butter. Kelvin has been very, very important for Manchester City, and whilst the game was going to go on Anfield, at Etihad, I knew everything was going to be fine. Pep has gone back to the 3-box-3 again. 3 at the back. Having somebody coming to the lines. This time was Rodri and then Nunez in the middle of the pack. Then having De Bruyne forming the box midfield. Then Bob Lewis will push up with Jeremy Doku, then Julian Alvarez. Excellent stuff. I know that Nuno Espirito Santo went into this game to try and just salvage something, but it was never going to happen in that 4-4-2. Pep was always going to find chances and spaces in between the lines. And I've said several times that football is about who wins in our space, who gets spaces, who exploit the spaces better. And Man City are excellent at it. And definitely they were going to do that. They were excellent. They've been brilliant. They've shown how good they are as a team in that regard. And they are just exactly where they want to be as a team. And then they are succeeding. I mean, elsewhere in the Spanish La Liga, FC Barcelona got a solitary goal. Just one goal via Victor Roque, and he was the man of the match. I mean, it's well deserved after everything that's been going on with Victor Roque, Xavi, and everything. Barca stayed right in it against Osasuna, and it brings them to 47 points. Whilst of course Atletico Madrid also won by 2-1. Also in there against Rayo Vallecano. Atletico Madrid have been playing some good stuff. Ronaldo Mandava came in for an African Cup of Nations, got a goal, and then Memphis Depay also returned, got a goal. And I'm liking this thing for El Chojo. 3 back with Axel Witsel, Hermoso, and Mandava. Then Llorente, Barrios, Nixon, Ngoes, Riquelme, Correa, and then Memphis Depay. Excellence 3-5-2 for me there. So Chelsea lost. Liverpool got a brilliant job done. Man City keeping the taps in there. Tottenham Hotspur excellent. And then of course Atletico de Madrid and then FC Barcelona also got the job done in there. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Let's go.